picture this. You are out for a quiet anniversary dinner, paying good money for a nice meal, and then the person at the table next to you whips out a blinding ring light and a shotgun microphone.
Oh, yeah. We've all seen that happen.
Right. It's super distracting. And then they expect the restaurant to just, foot their entire bill in exchange for an Instagram story.
Which is wild.
It really is. So today, we are taking a custom deep dive into a massive pushback happening right now in Mexico against this exact thing. Businesses are legally rejecting influencers who show up expecting to pay their tab with social media exposure.
It's a huge shift in the hospitality industry.
Okay, let's unpack this, because the conflict between the promise of digital exposure and the reality of actual revenue is, it's getting intense.
It really is. And to understand why these businesses are finally shutting this down, you have to look at the raw finances of a comped meal. Like, every single plate served involves what accountants call KGS, or cost of goods sold.
Right, you mean like the ingredients and the staff time.
Exactly. I mean, an Instagram post doesn't pay a restaurant's wheat supplier. It doesn't cover the electricity or the server's wages. When a restaurant genuinely wants to work with an influencer, it is handled as a planned marketing expense.
With like a tax receipt and an expected return on investment.
Precisely. It isn't just some random shortage in the cash register at the end of the night.
I mean, imagine trying to pay your rent by telling your landlord you will give their apartment a shout out to your followers.
They would literally laugh you out of the building.
Totally. But if the financial reality is that brutal, there has to be a psychological reason restaurant owners ever tolerated this in the first place. Like, is it just FOMO?
A lot of it has been driven by fear of being canceled, actually. It is what's called a funada in Mexico.
Wait, a funada?
Yeah, so an influencer gets rejected, complains to their massive audience online, and the local restaurant's reputation just takes a massive hit. Add to that the pervasive illusion of viral visibility.
But wait, if a restaurant is struggling, isn't an influencer with 1 million followers exactly the kind of lottery ticket they need to survive?
Well, not if those followers live in entirely different countries. I mean, 1 million views in Spain do absolutely nothing for a local cafe in Mexico City.
Oh, that makes total sense, that geographic disconnect.
Right, which is exactly why savvy businesses are now demanding media kits up front to verify audience demographics. They are shifting entirely toward geolocalized micro-influencers with, proven conversion rates.
Plus, beyond the metrics, there is the whole physical disruption aspect.
What's fascinating here is that the right of a paying customer to enjoy a peaceful meal completely outweighs a third party's desire to film commercial content. These impromptu photo shoots were violating the privacy of everyday diners and, frankly, severely stressing out the service staff.
Here's where it gets really interesting, because I am a bit confused. You can't just slap a "no influencers allowed" sign on the front door, right? Isn't that illegal discrimination?
It is, yeah. It is a massive legal tightrope. So, under Article 58 of Mexico's Federal Consumer Protection Law, or the LFPC, you cannot discriminate against a person.
Okay, so if an influencer walks in like a normal paying customer, you absolutely cannot deny them service based on who they are.
Precisely. The legal mechanism restaurants are using instead focuses on regulating behavior on private property.
How do they actually enforce that without crossing the line, like legally speaking?
By establishing formal internal rules, establishments can explicitly regulate accepted forms of payment. They enforce cash or card only, which outright bans unauthorized bartering.
Oh, that is clever. Just ban the payment method itself.
Right. And more importantly, they can prohibit the use of professional filming equipment inside the premises without a prior written advertising agreement. If we connect this to the bigger picture, these businesses aren't rejecting marketing.
Right, they're just forcing it to professionalize.
Exactly. They are moving away from a chaotic barter economy and shifting these interactions onto a strict corporate ledger with proper contracts.
So what does this all mean? Basically, the era of the surprise exposure payment is closing, replaced by strict marketing protocols and consumer protection for the rest of us.
Which is honestly great for the average diner.
It really is.
Yeah.
But it leaves you with a really tricky question to ponder. If restaurants start strictly banning professional recording equipment to keep unauthorized influencers at bay, how are they going to handle everyday diners?
That is a really good point.
Right. I mean, what happens when you just want to use your high-end smartphone, which honestly shoots movie-quality video now, to casually vlog your anniversary meal?
Yeah.
Where exactly does a restaurant draw the line between a personal memory and a commercial broadcast?